Hey, what's up? It's Ethan, and I just got an alert that I have procrastinated too long on a project. Excellent. um, but anyway, that's beside the point. The point of this video is basically just me just kind of venting a little bit about my life. I was like, who am I going to talk to other than my imaginary friends? I like you guys. Y'all are neat. So Thanksgiving is coming up in a couple of weeks, and of course, I'm gonna go home for the holidays. Um, and I'm real nervous about that situation because that's a time where I do really want to talk with my moms about just my gender identity and like going forward. And I don't know necessarily how to approach that. I'm not a very um, direct individual. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for me. I'm kind of scared. Like, I'm a lot scared because I don't know how my mom is going to really receive that information. It's taken me a long time to just be comfortable enough with myself to be able to start leading the life that I want to lead and that I feel comfortable in my body and feel comfortable in my social circles. Um, But family's different, you know. It's like I love my family. We're not tight. I've always been kind of not necessarily like a black sheep or whatever, but definitely a person that's been very private about their lives. And I've never really been very close with my mom. I was closer with my dad. My dad passed away when I was 17, so it's it's been rocky, like with that relationship, because she and I never really saw eye to eye. Um, she's a very feminine woman. She, it has always tried to push femininity on me, and I grew up in a very gendered household, so I wasn't allowed to play with like boy toys or wear boy clothes or engage in activities that were considered not to be ladylike. And so it was very challenging navigating those waters growing up, not being able to express myself in a way that felt comfortable. Um, and then, of course, I came out as a lesbian when I was like 18, 19, something like that. And it was tense, it was weird in my family, but my mom values like us being able to contact one another and be there for one another, even though it's always been like a source of tension. So that's what I'm banking on, is that she won't be so upset that it's like one of those situations where our relationship won't be able to be closer, because I feel like a lot of the tension that she and I have had between us over these years is because she's been trying to like force me into this box that I can't fit in that box. And so her perception of me and my body, the things that I'm supposed to be wanting and doing and achieving in my life, are not lining up with what is actually happening with me. And I can understand how that is, frustrating and difficult for a family member, especially your parents, to understand. But at the same time, I don't live for them. I live for me. Like, I gotta live in this body. I gotta interact in this world. I have to go out socially. I have to work. I have to go to school. I have to do all these things on my own. And I can't live up to someone's ideals that I don't feel comfortable with. And so that's a little bit scary. Just because my mom's a very aggressive, I guess you could say, very aggressive individual. And so I'm very intimidated by my mom's, like, I grew up in kind of like an abusive household, and it was always real tense. Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to do something that's going to like set mom off? Like, I don't know. And so never got a chance to bond with her in the way that I wanted to, in the way that she wanted. She really values that mother-daughter bond. She had that with her mom. Her mom had it with my grandma, and so it's like, or my great grandma, sorry. And so it's something that she wants. She needs this, but at the same time, I want and I need this for me. And just thought of disappointing her further is really painful. And I try not to think of it as a disappointment. I mean, if I were a parent, I would want nothing more than for my kid to be happy no matter what they're trying to do or achieve. Like, regardless of whatever I think might be best for them, they lead that life. They have to have those experiences. They can come to whatever conclusions they need to come to in order to feel successful, accomplished in whatever capacity that might look like for them. And so for me, I feel like I want that from my mother. I would like that validation that I'm an important, valuable individual, regardless of how I don't fit into this construct of what I'm supposed to be. And it's just a challenge in itself. Like, my mom is rough. My mom is rough. So I don't know. I'm really nervous about Thanksgiving, but I don't want to talk with her about it like over the phone or email or text message or something like that. I want it to be in person. I want her to see me. I want her to see me, like to see me, not just look at me, but to see me, to feel me, God, damn allergies, man. I'm telling you. That's why I got that damn part in my head. It's all crooked and I sneeze with the clippers. But yeah, having that conversation with my mom is gonna be rough. With my brothers, it'll probably be like more like novelty or whatever. I feel like they are more like whatever, be like, do what you need to do. You have always done that. And there was a lot of questions when I came out the first time, but it was always like, okay, you're gonna do you. And I know my brothers are gonna be a little bit more curious and things along those lines. And I don't know, they'll probably just think it's real novel for a while, and then the reality will like set in, and then they'll probably have like concerns or whatever. But that's not bothering me. It's just my mom. It's bothering me. I love my mom. I was like, that sounds so cliche, but I love my mom. Like, I want us to be able to have a good time, get to know each other again, or at all. And I feel like she can't get to know me unless she knows who I am, what I am. I feel like that has definitely put up a wall between us, and I don't want to see a day come where I regret not being truthful with my mom and having her, I don't know, like I want my mom's love and my mom's respect, and so that's really really tough for me to kind of navigate that. I got these little tiny Tim lungs. I should be smoking it all. I can't hold anything in my chest for so long. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So, how about y'all? Like, when you came out, or when you talk with your family about your gender identity, or, you know, how you are navigating this world, and whatever body that you have and whatever your ideal body would be, or your ideal lifestyle, and just like showing them your truth and coming at them from a real place. Like, how was that? How did that work out for you guys? I hear all sorts of like internet horror stories, and so that gives me the like, So I don't know, good, bad, in between. I like to hear it. Like, if you have any advice that you might want to throw my way about, any way I can be strong through whatever the outcome is, be much appreciated. So that's it. I'm out.